Hello, everyone. How's it going? I actually woke up about a half hour ago, so it really is just my the first thing I do today is the weekly sip. Here, I'll give you that sip. It's been like 2 months. I'll give you that sip. Mm. I'm sipping live. Oh, man. Not that late. Only 3 minutes. Let's wait patiently. Slurp. What's going on, guys? I actually woke up a little bit late. It's the main reason why I'm about 3 minutes late. It's because I woke up about 3 minutes late. And I woke up about an hour late. It kind of sucks, but boomer slurp. So when I go back to SJ Weekly, you're banned. Okay, so here's what I've got going on. All right. First of all, today's coffee. If you want to talk about that a little bit, today's coffee is a double strength French vanilla. Hey, nobody. I've got a little bit of a stuffed nose, and it's probably allergies. It's not that big of a deal. Double strength French vanilla. And here's how I make my double strength French vanilla. I make a coffee, okay? Just a regular coffee. And then I'll put instant coffee in my coffee. And it's French vanilla instant coffee. $2 from Yiz the Eunuch. $2 to say late and gay. Thanks. Thanks, sis. Well, I put French vanilla powder instant coffee into my coffee, and then I add some milk. Oh, that's good stuff. God damn it. Naomi left Vaseline on my desk. Aloe vera. Go away. It actually is, like, starting to get cold. Welcome to Canada, guys. Summer's over. It's September 1st. We're fucked. Coffeeception. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I can show you a few things here, if you don't mind. Oh god, Berto Alcon with the old jokes, Devachinos. For those of you who don't know, over on my gaming channel, Game Boomers, on 2015, I played Mario Sunshine, and I made the joke that a Devachino is literally just a coffee I kept in the fridge for 3 days. Okay, there's not actual Vaseline on the desk. It's like a container of Vaseline. It's aloe vera. She puts it on her hands and stuff. It's nothing weird. It's Vaseline brand aloe vera. Canada's summer, Thrawn Ritter, lasts about 15 minutes, and then it's gone. So let me see if I can show you a few things here. Please don't turn on your webcam. No, not right now. Not this time. To be honest, I want to lose a bit more weight before I start showing my face more on the main channel. I mean, I show it every night on Game Boomers. It's not a big deal. There's about 106 people here. I'm sure maybe 5 or 10 of you have seen Game Boomers, and yeah, you all know what I look like. Those 5 or 10 of you. Hey, Cecil, you fuck. Okay. So anyway, a lot of people have been asking me where the weekly sip went, and for a while, like I don't know, like the show kind of got a little bit bland, didn't it? Because it was literally just me shit talking over news, and there wasn't anything to it. I figured if I was gonna do that, I might as well just do it live. So I took a few weeks off to try and organize my links. It does not match this cartoon of me yet. I took a few weeks off to organize my links, and I took a few more weeks off to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. And I was like, you know what? I'll just do it live. $5 from Russell Patton. Thank you. Hey Dev, want to know your actual thoughts on the new Ancestors game. Also, didn't expect you to get the Pro Jerry video out so fast after it came out. Well, I am actually capable of doing things in a semi-timely manner. As for the Ancestors game, it looks good, but it's probably going to be shit. Because that just seems to be how video games go nowadays, isn't it? I like the idea. I mean, it's like a better It's like a better spore, you know? Oh, but yeah, Hitek Alchemy or Alchemy. I missed This Week in Stupid. Yeah, like that's basically what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna do like a weekly sip live. I'm gonna do it every Sunday morning from now on when I get up. I'll roll out of bed and I'll just do it. I'll just be like, hey, good morning, guys. I'm real tired. So I'll just share my morning coffee with you. Scrump's vacation in Romania isn't actually a vacation. He's working there. He works for an engineering company, and they're sending him there to do some kind of work. Yeah, regarding the Pro Jared video, um, I did want to apologize, even though I know he'll never see it. You know, because yeah, I didn't ask him, and at some point I stopped. It's like I think it's after the Total Biscuit thing. I just stopped emailing people about the things that were happening, and I probably shouldn't have, even though I never get a reply, even though no one's gonna look at a 65,000 sub channel or look at a name like Short Fat Otaku and give that a serious reply. I probably should have at least kept emailing them. Are we going to be getting an indefensible after the latest Zoe Quinn accusations? I don't want to talk too much about that because it is still developing a little bit. However, for a long time I've been working on not an indefensible, but a dissecting a degenerate about Zoe Quinn. Just everything, all things Zoe Quinn. Like, I haven't spoken about Zoe Quinn that much. I haven't spoken about Brianna Wu or Anita Sarkeesian that much because they don't matter. As people, they don't matter. However, they're worth talking about as kind of a horror story in and of themselves. So, I guess what I'll do is I'll do one video on them and then I'll just not talk about it anymore. I'm not going to bring them up like every single video like some people do or did. The funny leaks? Gogeta, what are the funny leaks? The Foonie leaks? Oh, you mean Funimation? Oh, yeah. I've added that to the Kick Vic pile too. I have like this massive thing of Kick Vic that I'm eventually going to have to do something with, but it's still ongoing, so. I got called a degenerate cuck for having a threesome with my wife. Was there another girl involved? I watched the Dark Crystal series. I don't know much about Dark Crystal, so probably not. Thank you, Thumb Rom, for the toonie. There's another toonie from Token Italian Guy. It's not much, but I want to say I love your work. I love you. Thank you. Let me also talk about. I have to be honest with you guys. I'm gonna just straight up say it. So, my editing rig, it's about 8 years old now, and it's finally on its last legs. It's dying. Another reason why I'm just gonna have to shill a little bit. Another reason why I'm definitely doing streams on the SFO channel is mainly because I need to be able to afford a new computer soon. You know, like the I would be surprised if this computer lasts another 6 months. It's been having serious ongoing problems. Okay, say 2 years ago, this computer you turn it on and maybe 1 out of every 4 times it wouldn't turn on. It would power up, but then like the keyboard lights wouldn't turn on, the screen wouldn't turn on, it wouldn't output a signal, it would just idle at on. And I'm like, okay, well, I just restart the computer, then it works. And the occurrence of that happening went from about 1/4 to 1/2 in the past 2 years. And now I'm starting to see other errors. And it's an 8-year-old computer, like its time is up. It will eventually die a natural death. So the honest truth is, you know, there's some new Ryzen CPUs coming out this month. I'm definitely going to need to upgrade my equipment anyway. So I guess what I'll have to do is just do more streams and do more videos, because frankly, if I can't edit this stuff, it could be a dying power supply. Yeah, like that's definitely the possibility. But the other components are so old. Like this was maybe a $500 computer 8 years ago, and it's definitely showing its age. Like rendering. rendering video on this thing takes so much longer than rendering it. Can you hear those birds, by the way? Yeah, a CPU can work for about 10 years nonstop. I'm sure the CPU's fine, but like other components are kind of falling apart. But yeah, and then like I have another computer, a gaming computer, out in my green screen studio that I use for Game Boomers, and that one's still good. But that one, like, it was one of the first X99 motherboards, and it's very unstable because it was like one of the first ones. And those of you who have watched Game Boomers, like Butters, you're in there. Dragonfat, you're in there. Jack Can't Draw, you've seen it. That and Odin, you've seen it too, because you guys all watch Game Boomers. That computer crashes during the stream all the time. We'll be playing Nier Automata. I play it on PC, and it just crashes. But anyway. I do appreciate it, Butters, yeah. But, like, I eventually I just need to upgrade this computer, or just buy a new one, frankly, because it's old. So that's why I'm going to be doing more SFO streams. If you guys don't mind me being a shill. Because, like, even without Super Chats, because Super Chats are great. They're like direct donations, and I really appreciate them, obviously. But even without Super Chats, the ads that run on streams, especially after the stream has been done, actually generate a fair bit of revenue, too. So, you know, even a stream with no supers is great. Your first PC was a 386 IBM. Shit. Brian, thank you very much for the $20. I really appreciate it, man. Is that your dog there, dude? Cool. I want a dog. My house is too small, though. Nier Automata, you have to use, if you're playing it on PC, you have to use a patch for it. You have to use, there's like a fan-made patch that actually makes it run. A lot of PC games just suck if they're console ports. Like, Deadly Premonition Director's Cut sucks. You have to patch it. You have to patch it. Nier Automata, you have to patch it. Like, these games, your PC goes as well as your watermelon rolling. Yeah, that's... You watched my stream last night, eh? Where I was rolling watermelons down the hill in Mario, and they kept breaking. Titanium, don't feel obligated to actually give, okay? Like, I'm telling you guys the news because, like... Well, one, because I want people to know what's going on, and two, because if I end up not releasing videos for a little bit, there's why, because the computer died. I don't want people to, like, feel like they have to pinch pennies, or, like, how about this? Don't support me at the expense of yourself, alright? Hobo Frodo, I talked about that. I'm not going to get too much into it, because I'm working on a larger video. But, I mean, Zoe Quinn, Jesus Christ. How about this? Zoe Quinn's body count's higher than Gamergate's now. No. Hobo, Deadly Premonition is one of my favorite games of all time. But it does not work on the PC. I have the 360 version. It's great. Actually, you know what? I have 2 copies of the 360 version. Naomi was mad at me for this. I bought 2 copies because I had lost 1 copy long ago. I opened up one to play it on Game Boomers, and we played it like last Halloween. We played it on Game Boomers, and then I kept 1 copy just in box, just for like display purposes, and she got pissed that I wasted the money. Oh. Tyroline is a new member. That's pretty awesome. Thank you very much. Here, Tyroline, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sync up. I'm gonna set up memberships with my my Discord server soon, so that you can be in the $5 club. For those of you who don't know, the $5 club is if you give $5 a month on any platform, whether it's YouTube memberships, Twitch Prime subs, or just Twitch subs on Patreon, God forbid, or on Subscribestar. $5 gets you into the $5 club in Discord. That means for 1 month you get access to the chat room, the private chat room, the private voice chat, and you get to be basically first pick for any community games that I do on stream. And you get to basically be part of a movie night at the end of every single month. Which, by the way, August movie night is going to be tonight. Oh, John is a new member. Thank you very much. And also $2 from John as well. Do I have a Streamlabs account? No. As a general rule, I don't like Streamlabs because basically PayPal.me does Streamlabs, like, but Streamlabs just takes a cut for like no reason. I don't get it, man. And to be honest, when I'm streaming on Twitch, I don't like all those alerts that pop up where like you like give someone $5 and like an animated GIF pops up and it goes and it like plays a little music and then it says this guy gave you $5 and I'm just like, man, those are like most cancerous fucking Twitch streams. We demand a video of you, a shower, anal beads, and extreme mental strength. I guess for $5 I can do it. I guess. I need a computer that badly. Just saw your reaction to the Looper Finals. Priceless. Have you seen Beardy Man's performance on that event? Wait, the Looper Finals? Did I miss something? That Umbrella Guy, Yellow Flash Hero. Hey, they reply. Thanks for the $2, Schnitzel. Yeah, fair enough, right? The whole thing with ProJared is that, like, I think the Total Biscuit thing really kind of soured my mood on emailing people, because I did email him and he didn't reply to me. I just got ignored, and then I put the video out, and then it was Black Hoofs in Discord. He sends me these clips of his Twitch stream. He's like, dude, are you seeing this? He's talking about you, and I'm like, what? So I look at these clips that Black Hoof sent, and it's just him shitting on me for making the video. I'm like, well, like I emailed you, dude. Like, I mean, I don't want to necessarily talk about him because he can't defend himself anymore. He's been dead for a year and a half. But like, you know what I mean? Like back then, he wasn't dead. I emailed him, he didn't reply, and then he goes, "Yeah, that guy's scum for making that video." I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, god damn it. I understand, Hank. Sorry you had to waste a bit of money on that. They can't be the most cancerous streams. After all, you still stream. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I will say, guys, if you ever want to see more of me, I'll type in the... It's not strictly political, it's more gaming oriented, but Game Boomers on Twitch. I stream there every night. Not tonight, because I'm going to be doing the movie night with the Discord, but every like Monday to Saturday kind of night, I usually do a new video game. So if you feel like joining in, it's pretty fun in my opinion. Adjustment costumes. Naomi and I dressed up as Mario and the Princess last night to play Mario Sunshine. TB turned into cancer. In more ways than one, Odin. Jesus. Play Soul Calibur. I could play Soul Calibur on Game Boomers. Sure. Oh, hey, Wes. Wes, I haven't talked to you in like a year, man. Need a new computer? I'll help, fam. Also, big ups for the Jared vid. Thank you very much. I haven't chosen the movie yet. So I will choose a movie between now and tonight, though. Do I stream on YouTube? No, I do not. Mainly because my streaming rig is also kind of a crumbly piece of shit. Like, it still works. It still runs the stream just fine, but it's like old. I can't multi-stream. Hobo, I do actually upload the streams to YouTube. They're right here. Let me put it in. /GameBoomer. All streams get uploaded there in hour-long pieces. So you can just check a playlist, pick out which stream you want to see. And I am not going to wear a 2B costume for the near stream. Do you think I can pass? I can't be a fucking trap. I love Dave's DK costume. Yeah, so when we played Donkey Kong 64, Dave is Donkey Kong. I'm Diddy Kong, and Dominique, she's Dixie Kong. It's fun times. But yeah, Wes, I haven't talked to you in like a year, man. I gave you the orange roll in Discord since you and I are like pals. So the orange roll is for my pals. Never stop sipping. Sip, sip, sip. Did TB die a hero or live long to become the villain? He definitely became the villain by the end. I think with Total Biscuit, man, I think what happened with him is like the chemo fucked with his brain, unfortunately. Because he went off the deep end in the last year. Multi-streaming does not require anything in your device. You can use a device like Restream. I've tried Restream, but Restream's quality is quite shit unless you pay for it, you know? You know, Hank? I could try it again, but like people who were there, like DragonFat, you were there. When I was restreaming, it kind of was shitty, wasn't it? Also, to be honest, I can't really stream my gaming content on this channel on SFO because a lot of the subs here don't want to see it. I'm sure you guys do because I'm talking about you like directly, but like a lot of the subs don't want to see it. Whenever I streamed gaming content here, I got like a bunch of unsubs, so I just was like, you know, I'll just keep it to Game Boomers and cross promote when I can. I can join for a Batcave hangout again. There's actually a few podcasts that I've been asked to come on. I don't mind going on again though. Why not be Candy Kong? I can't be a girl. I can't do it. I can't dress up as Candy Kong. If Lilith can pass for 2B, 9A, you can pass for 2B. Definitely not. Not with no, I cannot, sir. To be fair though, Dave's girlfriend Dom, she used to date Traps before Dave. And Dave's a husk, but before that, she dated like 2 guys and they could both actually pass as Traps. I was like, Jesus Christ, Dom. Confusing Zark. I know people by name when they're active in the Discord. Like, I don't know everyone because not everyone's active, right? But like when people are active in the Discord or when they're coming to my daily streams on Game Boomers or like we talk on Discord sometimes, like I definitely learn who people are for sure. Thanks for hearing me out about the Tim Pool stuff. This goes for his new motherboard. I don't remember what you're talking about, dude guy McPants, but I hope I was good in talking to you about Tim Pool. I'm sorry, I don't remember that instance. I'm sure I did something. How do you feel about the new Chappelle stand-up? That'll be an upcoming video. But, you know, Dave Chappelle returned to form. Like, the honest truth is, Dave Chappelle didn't change at all in, like, 20 years. Everyone else who watched him changed. Jammer Lammy. I haven't played any of those PS1 rhythm games. I like them. I like the look of them, but I never played them. I saw a weird furry. That was Cothrix. I was on Cothrix's podcast like 2 years ago. Play the PS1 Cowboy Bebop. Man, fade up. We played on Game Boomers. What was it called? Wild Arms. We played Wild Arms, and that was okay. I don't know if you guys played Wild Arms back in the PlayStation 1. The first half of Wild Arms is a phenomenal game. The second half of Wild Arms completely sucks. Like, sucks. It sucks so hard. Watch Night of the Living Dead. I need to watch a movie that won't get me banned. Like, the reason I couldn't stream for 3 months back during the summer, guys, if you guys don't know, is because during the community night, I watched the Mario Brothers Hollywood movie. And I got banned from streaming from YouTube for 3 months. You know what, Daniel, man? Regarding LCD lag, I have like a pretty big TV, and there's like a game setting on it that removes all the processing. Okay. How about this? How many of you guys were actually around for the Mario Sunshine streams recently? Like yesterday's and last week's. I think Morality, you were. DragonFat, you were. Lady Larani's in there. She was. I think Jack Can't Draw was there. Thank you for the $2, dude guy. Wear a bee costume with a 2 on your chest. Yeah, I'll do that. So anyway, if you watch the first one, I was abysmally bad at Mario Sunshine. You watch the second stream that I did yesterday, I was much better. It's because I turned on the game mode on my on my TV. And in fact, oh, you were there, Soup Lesbian? Okay, I didn't see you, but cool. Oh, and so is Sam. All right, cool. But yeah, as it turns out, and Yiz, I didn't see you talking, Yiz. All right. Oh, well, cool. Look how many of you guys were there. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Yeah, I was missing a lot of time on jumps and things. Yeah, but here's the thing. when I turned the game mode on my TV, it felt like playing on a CRT again. I think game modes for modern TVs have become advanced enough that they're like playing on old TVs with no lag. So I definitely think if you're playing old games on a new TV and you're like, man, there's so much input lag. Like, I get it, like it sucks, but if there's a game mode, turn it on. It might actually be better. This is a new TV. It's a very new TV. And the game mode works amazing. Smash Ultimate Community Night. We haven't done a Smash Ultimate Community Night for a while, haven't we? On Game Boomers, we should do that. Hey, everyone in the chat room who watches Game Boomers regularly, convert the other like 270 people in the chat room to watch Game Boomers. Come join us, guys. David Pakman's hot take on Andy No. Someone asked about Steven Crowder too. I don't watch much Steven Crowder. I don't watch much David Pakman. Those kind of guys who run YouTube channels that like try to emulate the news, like actually like we have like a news studio and we're gonna be like talk show hosts or we're gonna be news hosts. I just don't watch those guys. I don't like that style of reporting. Game mode doesn't make the PS1 Time Crisis G-Con work. That's true. Like my Super Nintendo Super Scope still doesn't work on my TV. That's true. What is the Game Boomer? Game Boomers is my it's my gaming channel. Join us. Oh, Matapass, you're here. Here, I'll mod you. Hold on. Matapass, just wait. Add a moderator. There you go. It's just Dev pretending he's funny. Watch Game Boomers. You'll stop feeling bad about sucking at video games because nobody sucks more at games than Dev. Dragonfat. Okay, no. Hold on a minute. I one-shotted that boat boss in Donkey Kong 64, and then you said you'd suck my dick for it. So, come on now. Here, I'll drop the links in the chat again, okay? It's twitch.tv/GameBoomers for the live show, and then youtube.com/GameBoomer for the recorded streams. I upload them there the next day, so you can see them all if you like. We've done tons of stuff, and frankly, if I'm not doing SFO, I'm doing Game Boomers. I'm doing one of the two pretty much all the time. I stream like every night, so it's a lot of fun. Yeah, my Super Scope doesn't work, and neither does my NES Zapper, man. If you felt like there wasn't enough depression in your life, watch Game Boomers. Ha 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 ha. Oh, dude, a metered connection. You know what? I have not met somebody. Maybe it's just a Canadian thing. I have not met somebody with a metered connection in like 15 years. What do you think about the Cyberpunk 2077 controversy over the body voice selection? Okay, Kanzaki. Hold on. John, thanks for the $5, John. Hard Bastard is the only news guy I like to watch because the chat is lit and some of Pac-Man and the Young Turks. Fair enough, dude. I don't know who he is, though. I haven't heard of that before. I am hyped for Doom Eternal, for sure. You can actually set up notifications from Twitch, Thrawn Ritter, but I don't know how to do it. But okay, here. Let me Game Boomers is great. It has the one true SFO Dave next. I'll mod you too, Berto Elkin, since you're one of my mods. Come here. Yeah, Berto Elkin is from an era of the channel where SFO was all about anime reviews, and Dave ran everything. It was Dave and Nicole, and then I was like kind of a backbencher. Now I run everything. Game Boomers where Dave carries the show and Dev is autistic. Yeah, I guess. Okay. I'll you know what I'll do? Matapasta, I'll try and stream it like somewhere else. You know what I'll do? Maybe I'll try and multi-stream again or something. I'll try to like stream it to the Game Boomers YouTube. Maybe once in a while I'll stream it to the SFO YouTube just so that everyone gets a chance to view it. Can you select the quality of your stream on Twitch? Only if Twitch is not being shit that day. They seem to disable and enable the ability for some reason. Callback, thanks for the $2. What are we doing here? Well, to be honest, I was gonna go over do more anime reviews. I was gonna go over some news, but we just got into talking. You guys want me to start doing news yet, or should we just keep on chatting? How do you guys feel about it? It's been like a half an hour of me just jibber jabbing. Zoe Quinn finally got what she wanted. She ruined a guy's life so much he went on Game Boomers. Oh no! Hey, Winchester, what's up, man? Mizra, a metered connection doesn't really exist in Canada anymore. I thought they were an American thing. Metered connection is basically when, like, if you use too many gigabytes, your internet gets shut off for the month. You only have like 20 per month or something. It seems retarded. Oh no, yes, I understand. Like, those of you who can't watch certain things, don't worry about it, man. Like, I definitely don't. News, please, news, nudes, follow the flow, nudes, news, chatting, both. Games, play games right now. Everyone wants to. Yeah. Since I'm not a full partner, I only get re-encoding on Twitch during off-peak times. Yeah, I mean, I get between like 20 and 50 viewers depending on the night. I got 50 last night. And you need 75 to be a Twitch partner, so yeah, quality's not always available. I'm not a Yank, I'm a Canadian. Alright guys, I think I've... Oh yeah, my ADD kicked in. Oh yeah, see... Okay, thanks for the $2, Matapass. What's in the newsroom for? We'll see it right now. I'll talk about Cyberpunk 2077 first, and then I will start the news, okay? Sorry, lads. Here. So, I actually like, and this is, I'm gonna sound maybe a bit unorthodox here. I've actually always liked the idea of making gender a spectrum only in video games. Like in real life, it's a bit different, right? Obviously, but like, if what you do is you have like a gender, and it's like a slider, and then you have like pure masculine, pure feminine, and then you just like move the slider, so you can get like tomboys halfway in the middle of the slider. You can get like because by the way, tomboys are the best kind of girl. You can get like, I don't know, like girly looking boys in the best kind of in like halfway through the slider. Basically, you can like make the body look more or less feminine just based on body type. Like a body type slider would be really cool in one of those RPGs. So I don't necessarily mind this. In fact, I think it would be really goofy as fuck to like make a fully feminine body that has like a male face and a male voice. Like, why not? It's an RPG. Like, fuck it, you know? Unsubscribed. Hear me out. Ever finish your Mass Effect 2 playthrough? Yes. Sasa, it's on the Game Boomers thing. We finished it like in August, early August. SFO just wants traps. Yeah. Yeah, like Dark Souls customization. I wouldn't mind like a bunch of sliders. I don't care about that. It's like whatever, you know? Dev is wrong. How do you get a fat tit dick girl? Use the sliders. Sliders will do it. Morality, you're banned. Skyrim mods have that. Saints Row did that. Yeah, so I don't see any problem with like Cyberpunk doing that. Now, like, there are people who are complaining, for example, that when you get a sex change in the Cyberpunk tabletop game, you lose humanity. That's because in the game, humanity is a stat that goes down as you get more modifications to your body. You get more like machine parts put in you or like computer parts put in you. You lose humanity. So they're saying that, you know, trans people aren't human if you get a sex change and you lose humanity. It's like, no, it's part of the game. Like, fuck, guys. Come on, you're stupid. What do you think of Great Britain, Canada, USA, Australia, New Zealand uniting into one big Anglo Confederation? You know, Anglosphere unite. I'm actually okay with this. Possible morality. It's possible morality, but I don't know. Genital sliders. Well, that's the thing is like with the exception of like less than 1% of the population, you either have a dick, or you have a vagina. That's it. Like if you say you can add a slider to that and have like a half dick, but like well, okay. At the same time, if it is cyberpunk, you can probably just invent new genitals if you want. I mean, it's cyberpunk, man. You have technology. Do whatever the fuck you want. Just instead of having a dick or a vagina, have a proboscis. There you go. But still, it'd be stupid because you're never going to see it. Like, okay, whatever. All surgeries are classed as a loss of humanity as they are performed using cybernetics. Even the sex change. Exactly. That was a smoothie. No, I'm not. I have a smoothie in my fridge, though, that I could probably drink once the coffee runs out. What movie are we watching? I haven't decided yet. Dudes with vaginas. Oh, God. Silva Luca. Have you seen that one porn where it's like it was a girl with a dick and a dude with a vagina and they just banged? And I was like, why are we watching this? Why the fuck? God damn it, 4chan. Back in my day, we had a muscle slider and a fat slider. Now we have one and pretend it's a gender slider. I mean, fair enough, right? What's a proboscis? You know what a proboscis is? Look that shit up. I guess we can start on the news then, eh? I mean, I've talked about my computer woes and how my computer's dying. I've talked about video games and game boomers. I've talked about sipping. Maybe we can start on the computer. Yeah, get on with it, says that. Get on with it. Yeah, let's go. Why not? Why the fuck not? Okay, so let me just see if I have everything ready. Good morning, Tasenko. Okay, so let me... Oh, that's Discord. I don't want to show this on screen. I'm not Scrump. Okay, I'm going to show you my desktop for a minute. If you don't mind. If you don't mind me revealing some of my secrets. Just give me a second here. Okay. Let's bring in the desktop. There it is. So, here's basically what I do with Game Boomers is that I'll go to like my sjwnonsense.txt. This file is where I keep everything that that basically won't fit into a main news story, right? And I'll go and I'll hop in here. I'll take like 10 to 15 different links and I'll just kind of cut them out of the file. And then I'll open them up and then we will have our weekly sip for that Sunday. And that's basically how I've done it. And so here they are. And here's all the things. I'll move the chat room up here. That is the most normie desktop I've ever seen. Just don't show all the nudes I sent you. So basically, that's how I basically do the weekly sip. Is I just have a bunch of links that won't fit into any other story, and we will just, you know, I just go over them. So let's go over them, okay? How is it September already? Gasp! Oh, fuck off. Okay, so the first one. Cadbury's Unity Bar promotes diversity with 4 different kinds of chocolate. Look at that. You got your white chocolate, you got your milk chocolate, you got like your dark chocolate, and you got almond chocolate or something. He uses Vivian James because he's thirsty for me. Yeah, is that the case? So would you guys want a diversity chocolate bar? Why is it separated by color? I love some of these comments. Where were you when Cadbury ended racism? Let's actually see the article, eh? Is this it? No, it's not. Okay. Open the article. Come on, internet. Load it up. Show us the porn folder. No. Cadbury's Unity Bar promotes diversity with 4 different kinds of chocolate. Oh, wait. It's to celebrate India's Independence Day. That's not quite the thing that I thought it would be. I actually don't like white chocolate. Sorry. To celebrate India's Independence Day on August 15th, which honored the country's independence from the British Empire, Cadbury introduced the limited edition Unity Bar. It features in a single block 4 different types of chocolate: dark, blended, milk, and white. Outside packaging also features graphics of faces with a spectrum of skin tones. Why? Made to celebrate India and her people because sweet things happen when we unite? Okay. This is everything wrong with diversity. You force in a set amount of predefined difference and it's going to taste awful. Is that the problem? Okay, stories like this, like everyone seems to be stupid, like on all sides, right? Where like everyone's dumb. Just everyone's dumb. The people who made the chocolate bar are dumb. The people who like the chocolate bar are dumb. People complaining about it are also dumb. Dev is not welcome in the white chocolate ethno state. Do they really think this promotes diversity? Cadbury, hire some black folks. Why is it that SJWs use the word folk a lot? Because like folk is a very like rednecky kind of term, like a very like country kind of term. Like those folk over there, but the SJWs just use it now. Maybe it's because like folk comes from like a German word where it means like the people. And the Germans are all about that collectivism, so maybe that's why they use it. Anyway, this is stupid. Mate, come at me. I just want the chocolate. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, hey, Panther Gremlin. The message is dumb, just fucking chocolate, right? What's next on the list? Oh, this. Okay. You guys, you have to help me, because I don't know what this is about. This is, someone sent me this, but without the context. And this is PHP Central Europe. Hold on. Yeah. In Dresden, Germany, there was supposed to be an event. It says the conference has been cancelled and won't be continued, sorry for the inconvenience. So this was cancelled for some reason, whatever this conference was. I don't know what it is. Someone sent it to me, but didn't actually tell me what it was. And I was like, well, okay. But then, like, they sent me these. This year's PHP CE conference seems to have gone with the white males only conference lineup. It's 2019, we can do better. And so people started complaining that whatever this conference was, whatever it was about, had only white men speaking at it. And so I guess it got enough backlash that they canceled the entire conference. Like what? Any group or organization recommendations for a European PHP conference to prioritize DNL in the programming? DNL is okay as long as it means the equalization of chances. If you place diversity and inclusion in a stronger position than the substantial content of the agenda, you destroy the event. Keep it simple, buddy. Figure out how to get more women and persons of color on the panels and as participants. It's not hard to show solidarity and effort. So check this out. It's a coding conference. That's right. Okay, so yeah. If you place diversity and inclusion in a stronger position than the substance of the event, you destroy the event. And she's just like, keep it simple, buddy. Like, holy fuck. Sorry, but completely disagree. The CFP was open and equal for everyone, women too. Everyone had the same chances. Everyone has the same chances is the exact problem. What are you doing to elevate women and people of color? How are you showing your support as an ally and actively encouraging access to these equal chances? Well, equal chances isn't that just equal chances? What? Everyone has the same chances is the problem. Is it? Is that the problem? I have a feeling that might be the solution. But you're just mad that women can't compete? Coding? Any journalists there? Let's keep scrolling here. What is so they say like white males only conference lineup. It's 2019. We can do better. Then the actual conference says, what is the reason for such an unreasonable and unfair attack? We love and respect the diversity and fulfill it from the years. Feel crashed, heard, and sad. I feel like this is probably written by somebody who doesn't know English and doesn't know how to use hashtags. Okay. Not meant as an attack, just pointing out a missed opportunity. As an active member of the PHP community, want to help our diversity and reach. Happy to help you point to some women who would be great additions to your lineup. Okay. Are they qualified? Are they qualified women, Carl? If you really want to help spread a proper info during the CFP, not after. During the CFP, I'm going to talk with no matter who exactly it is. Wait, this is a bad take. It's on you, the conference, to make sure that you are reaching out to diverse speakers. What? Isn't it on them to ask to speak at the conference, to apply for a panel? I mean, I kind of get it. Like, if you're going to be running like a convention or something, you want to go and like find people that'll speak at your convention. Like, you want to go ask YouTubers or ask game developers or, you know, ask journalists that are relevant. You know, whoever. Go find people that can be part of your gaming event. You know, fair enough. But it's also on the people to ask them. Like, it goes both ways. That kind of outreach goes both ways. You never see those progressive idiots complaining about putting more whites or short people in the NBA. Yeah, it's because they're idiots. I'm drinking coffee. It's always coffee. Hear that all of Jim's videos are gone. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what's going on there, though. Wait. After that, attendees do the selection, and their vote is a hint for the program council. Note that if people submitting talks are most often white men, you statistically reach the same on the output, isn't it? Yes, which would indication that the problem is with the submission process. Really? So because more white men apply and more white men are qualified, the problem's with the submission process, not with who's applying. This fucking pasty guy, this pasty Steve Locke Wheaton is retarded. Oh god, unconscious and often conscious bias exists in selection committees. Sure, okay. This is tiring at this point. This nonsense. Is there anything else? Oh, people started pulling out. Skipping php.ce this year. Some fellow speakers pointed out that their speaker selections for this year included 0 women. There were numerous speakers with 2 sessions, myself included, or a workshop and a session, but no women at all. I am not comfortable with that. Maybe women didn't apply. If not a single woman applies, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, Adam, I've talked about Zoe Quinn. Matapass, I've talked about Zoe Quinn. But I'm waiting to talk about it, basically. Jim was banned from YouTube just before the Gamergate anniversary. Jim's disappearing, so everyone will forget about him, and in a year he'll be back. It sounds like Jim, yeah. That's his kind of thing. Yeah. According to them, they had only a single woman submit a session proposal this year, despite having women present in previous years. Well, maybe the problem's the women. maybe the problem's the women, dude. Fuck. Oh god, this makes me feel terrible. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Check this out. Miss Marvel showrunner Bisha K. Ali deletes controversial tweets. So this makes her, at the very least, a bit more politically savvy than Sarah Jong in that regard. She knows to go back and delete all the old spicy shit she said like 10 years ago when she was a kid. It's funny, you find these tweets from like 2009 or 2010, and it's just like terrible garbage. And yet, like, now they're like, oh, I didn't mean it. Now that I'm in like my late 20s or my early 30s and I'm a professional, I didn't mean it. My coffee's nearly done. God damn it. This past weekend at the D23 Expo saw the Miss Marvel series announced for Disney+, which will have Bisha K. Ali serving as showrunner. Bisha K. has deleted thousands of tweets of her own. That seems to be the situation, isn't it? Get hired onto a big position, purge social media. To be fair, I don't need to purge social media because I've been banned. But still. The problem is she wasn't fast enough, eh? I stand by all the terrible garbage I've always said. I don't like the idea of Disney Plus because I'm just going to pirate all their shows. Like, when it was just Netflix, and Netflix was okay. When it was just Netflix, I'm like, okay, you know what? $15 a month, get all the content you like. Fine. It's fair, you know? But do I want to pay for 10 streaming services? No. I'll just pirate. Does this finish when he's done with his coffee? I actually wanted to do that. I was considering it. Like, okay, news is over, coffee's done. See you later. But no, I'll finish this. I want Ricky Berwick on the next Dumping with Scrump. Dragonfat, he'll drown in the tub. Let's keep going, though. Her Twitter account, she deleted 5,000 tweets. And she's now in protected mode, which means only approved followers can follow her. So, yeah. Dude, look at all the tweets she deleted. Like, right there. That's probably when she got hired. And then total tweets went from, like, 12K down to, what, 7K? Yeah, man. Look at that decline. Watch and mock all of it, pay for none of it. Well, to be fair, why don't you stream on the Game Boomers? I stream on the Game Boomers all the time. Meet the Galaxy. You watch Game Boomers. You're there. Okay. Anyway. There are William memory hole. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Well, I mean, I guess if you want to keep a job, it's better to do this than to be Sarah Jong and just get it all blown out. But at the same time, like, I wonder what she deleted. Is there, like, maybe in this article we can see what she deleted. Oh, Bisha K. Ali had some interesting thoughts about the US in 2016. Who is the Miss Marvel showrunner talking about here? We live in strange and dangerous times. In the UK, a leadership that cares little for diversity and the most marginalized already, and across the pond, the systemic elevation of actual white supremacists with actual KKK credentials in positions of superpower. Really? Now, I'm not like a Trump super fan. I don't think that he or anybody in his cabinet is a member of the fucking KKK. Okay, dude. Okay, KK. What else we got? Activists and critics over the past weeks have tagged my employer in the Washington Times in tweets. This is supposed to be an intimidation tactic. It's not going to work. Or lose a job, then I might dictate my behavior. Okay. What is this? Let's see if we can listen to it. Hold on. Hopefully the sound on this works. Hey, play it. God damn it.
And this is a new one that they're doing now. The Captain Marvel crew did this as well. From your tweets, it's evident that as working for the Washington Times, you're also a professional victim. They got to tag my employer now. This is what they're tagging my employer. Hey, do you see this is a problematic character, Washington Times. Do you want this guy bringing this sort of heat on you? We can't have this. We're going to tag the Washington Times in this, just so they know what Douglas Ernst is talking about. He's talking about Bisha K. Ali. We don't like that. You got to get this guy under control. Get him under control, Washington Times.
Well, I don't know who this guy is, but at the very least, he's not going to bow to a mob, so I can respect that. Here, let me get the chat room back up. That was Keemstar for a second. Was it too loud? Okay, sorry. You know what I'll do? I'll adjust the audio on that, the audio output. Here, I'll bring it down a few decibels, if you don't mind. There you go. That should be good. Here, let me just test it. That's not bad, eh? That's probably okay. See what else we got. Marvel announced Bisha K. Lee is writing Miss Marvel for Disney. She's now locked Twitter account deleted. Let's see what she's been. Oh, this guy has it. Let's load it up. Let's get it going. Let's sleuth it. What is he saying? My eardrums are gone. Sorry. Okay, what do we got? Also, yeah, she's thick, eh? Jesus. Okay. Dump them. Hashtag white genocide. Wait. Love not hate. Love moves forward. Say no to racism. White genocide. Reminds you of the informant stuff from Nazi Germany? Yeah, same. I try to read chat rickety split, but sometimes I can't. I do my best, though. Not interested in voices demanding empathy for fascists on the receiving end of milkshakes. They literally recycled Nazi propaganda, and you're out here worried for their lactose intolerance? I don't think that's the issue. Oh, God. Okay. I have a script in the works called Milkshake Escalation. And I think you guys are going to like it. It's going to be one of those shorter videos, like an 8 or a 9-minute video. Halal lard. You can eat as many Oreos as you like as long as it's halal, guys. Alice says it's okay. We're a country that voted for a campaign that used clearly racist, Islamophobic imagery in its campaign and throughout. Our MPs blocked taking in brown children fleeing war. We don't need a poll. As if you need to do a poll to know that the majority of a country built on centuries of violence on black and brown bodies is racist. As if. And then all caps. Boris Johnson is not an accident prone, nor does he make gas. He's the product of an elitist, racist, dogshit system that has made him an actual cobweb. He's a cobweb made... a cobweb? I mean, all things considered, being called a cobweb is not that bad. Okay, let's keep going here. All the white people. Sorry about white people, no, not that it helps. She attacked white people, defended her, calling out, makes complete sense. Sorry that white people are so weird and invasive, yeah? What white people shit is this? Here's a white guy, like a ginger white guy. I second that. And by the way, I hate white people. Hashtag white genocide. The only natural solution, all white cast terrorized by all white zombies. Literally in actual Japan, and right now there are so many white people here, it's bonkers. This is the multicultural, open borders world you wanted. White people also get to travel. God, you're so stupid. Okay, whatever. All right, there's deleted tweets. Okay. Anything else in the... No, okay. SJWs respond to Bisha K. Ali's Twitter history with "My racism is okay." Wait, really? You can't be racist to white people. Oh, that's right. You can't be racist to white people. Go take a college lecture with a professor in minority studies. They can break it down for you nice and easy. You know what? I actually took... Okay, guys, I'm going to maybe destroy myself a little bit, if you don't mind. When I was back in university, like the first time I went there, so like I'd be like 2021, I actually took some gender studies classes. I actually had enough to get a minor in gender studies, but I didn't do it. I needed like one more class, and I didn't bother getting it because I didn't fucking care. But yeah, I definitely like heard the argument of that, you know, systemic power, white people rule everything, so you can't be racist towards them. I heard that shit, and then like I went to China for 3 weeks in a country where white people do not run everything, where the Chinese do. And I came back and I was like, this isn't even if this were true, it's not a worldwide phenomenon. And my professor was like, well, that's just your strange opinion from having traveled overseas. You know, most people who she actually said, she made the argument that if you have the ability to go to a country where white people are not in power, that means that you're bourgeois because you can travel. And that all working class people will ever experience is a country where white people are in power. And I'm like, this is... Are you fucking kidding me? I took it. I took the class because I needed a. I needed a like what are they called? Those courses that you just need. They're not part of your major, but you got to take some. Like are they called? No, electives. I needed an elective, and I was like, this sounds easy, and it was easy. Yeah. Dave Nix, Naomi Nix, dog shit, Devo Nix. Well, where does Dom fit on that whole thing? Yeah, you can't win, honestly. You can't fucking win with these people. Hey, Dominator, you accidentally clicked on it. Well, now you're here. Now you're locked in. She hates white people, so we all do. White people can't suffer racism. Shush, cracker. She hates white people, and she's wrong, and she's writing Miss Marvel. I love her already. Y'all literally defended James Gunn for his disgusting ass tweets, and now y'all mad? Sit your sexist asses down. She's right, though. Who doesn't hate white people? Okay, this is just... Twitter is ruining everyone's mental health, I think. I think people get themselves wrapped up in pathologies they would not normally have succumbed to if they weren't on Twitter, you know? Dom isn't on the spectrum, she's ascended. What do I think of Jim Sterling? Jim Sterling is like a more successful movie, Bob. Damn. Lots of white hatred here. To say that there's not some kind of white hatred in the world is ridiculous at this point. Let's go on to the next article, though. Jared Leto has started a cult on an island, and his followers call him Prophet. We believe he was the best Joker. Okay, what the fuck is... There's an update. I'll look at the update in a minute. Here, let's just kind of put this over here. I'm gonna put this over here. Okay, what do we got? Okay. Actor, musician, and now apparently Jesus 2.0, Jared Leto has often been a questionable figure. Mainly when he started to dress, talk, and walk like Jesus. Okay. The Echelon, a horde of young females that endeavor to follow him everywhere he goes with an audience with him in his shiny Jesus beard. He started an actual cult where he invites fans to join him on an isolated island, where he proceeds to walk around like some sort of modern-day Jim Jones, preaching to his choir. Holy fuck. Really? What? 30 Seconds to Mars. That's his band. Is it? Yes, this is a cult. He's just admitting it. Look at these fucking people. Man. Hold on. If I wanted to make money, I'd just start a cult. Forget the super chat thing. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a lot of mostly young women there. There's also a lot of mostly young fat women there. There's also a Marvel fan. This guy's like, yeah, I can't wait to suck Jared Leto's dick. Oh my god. Walk with me, my children. They're all here to accept his holy seed. What the fuck, dude? Mass suicide soon. You need to be a looker. Yeah, yep. Okay, well, I guess I'm just not gonna be able to do it. Let's see what else we got here. Yes, this is a cult. He actually admits it. All hail our Echelon leader. Wow. What the fuck? I joined Jared's cult, and all I got was this lousy Kool-Aid. Mars Island is a 3-night, all-inclusive festival experience. Relax and restore with yoga amongst the trees, take a dip in the pool, catch a midnight screening or gaze at the stars, and catch 2 intimate performances with 30 Seconds to Mars. Mars Island is an experience like no other. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, the mass suicide, the forced abortions. That is one way to cleanse your body and soul. Most cult leaders don't actually wake up one day and think, you know what, I'm going to start a cult and let people come and go as they please. Cult leaders are generally psychotic and start to believe that they are indeed from a higher power. Oh, God. Okay, guys, donate to the channel, all right? Donate to the channel and I will go to Mars Island. I will bring back, I'll bring a GoPro and I'll bring back the details, okay? Yeah, they call him a prophet. Okay, this. Oh my God. Someone on Mars loves me. Yeah. I'm sure you're going to ascend to Mars soon as well. I joined the cult. I was there. I can friggin' find myself, and I couldn't be more proud to be an Echelon. Oh my God. Okay, here's the update. Okay, let me close out this one here. Since the publication of this article, many of Jared's devoted followers... Oh, hold on. $5. Thank you. Blast from the past newsflash. An indie dev off himself. Yeah. Okay. Jared, I appreciate the $5. I'm not trying to brush you off, but I have something planned for that, okay? And I will be making a video soon-ish, all right? So I'm not blowing you off. It's just that I have something set up for that. Okay. Since the publication of this article, many of Jared's devoted followers have flocked to defend him. They have put forward what they believe to be solid arguments that outline why this is not a cult. Constantly repeating the phrase, "It's not a cult," trying to insult me, "No one's died." It's actually called a cult because Jared trademarked the phrase, "Yes, it's a cult," which is supposed to be a joke. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay. I think I might be done with this. Holy fuck. Anyone here want to join me on Jared Leto's island? What do we got next? Okay, what do we got next? Why the Snapchat gender swap filter isn't just a harmless bit of fun. This is something that I wanted to put into my deepfakes video that I never did. I was writing the script for the deepfakes video. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it didn't really fit. You know, like I kind of had a joke surrounding it, and the joke was basically something like, all these people worrying about deepfakes, but you know what the true concern is for the social justice warriors? It's the fact that deepfake technology used for the gender swap filter is oppressive or something like that. But I couldn't really make the joke work in the context of the script, so I just didn't use it. And so we'll talk about it here. So for those of you who didn't watch the deepfakes video, first of all, you should probably go watch it. It's in my opinion one of my better videos. Coffee's done, guys, and it's kind of cold now too. Okay. my deepfakes video was basically a discussion of all the various technologies that can come together to create an actual working deepfake for video and voice. Video and voice while streaming it. So basically, we can probably reach a point with technology within our lifetimes where we can completely fake somebody on a live stream, and you'll never know. Which is why it's kind of important that we get ahead of this technology now. But the same technology that can be used for that is being used in Snapchat's various filters. Like, you know, you get like the dog face that appears in someone. You get like the halo or the crown that goes on people's heads. That's all face tracking, and face tracking is one component of making a solid deepfake. So the problem with this technology isn't the fact that you can fake stuff, isn't the fact that you can fake somebody. The problem for these people is that gender swapping is, I guess, oppressive. So here we are. I actually like cold coffee. Coffee. Is it Astra? I like warm coffee, but I like cold coffee. Get more coffee. You're not allowed to leave. Thanks for the $5 or is it £5? 5 francs? I don't know. Thank you, though. In a yet. I appreciate it. I like cold coffee. I like warm coffee. I like all coffee. But anyway. Does anyone even use Snapchat anymore? I don't know. Ask the Twitch thoughts. They'll tell you. But apparently so, according to the recent influx of selfies shared on social media, showing off the photo app's new gender swap filter. People are going wild for the filter, which changes your facial features to look either hyper-masculine or hyper-feminine. Males are given long hair, kohl-rimmed eyes, and a slimmed-down jaw, while females are given short hair, a dash of stubble, and a square jaw. Users have spent the last week experimenting with the app. The most popular game to play, it seems, involves using the filtered photos on dating apps and finding out what the opposite sex experiences. Okay. After uploading his female self to Tinder, one guy wrote, "I made a Tinder using the new Snapchat filter to see what would happen. And these are the fucking messages I got. I feel for you women everywhere. This is what your inbox actually look like." Sure, it's meant to be a bit of fun, but can we really say that there's no harm being done here? Yeah, we can say that. That's the point of a bit of fun. There's usually no harm being done. The app is problematic. It's problematic for a number of reasons. Firstly, it's been developed on the mind-boggling assumption that all females have typically feminine features and all males have typically masculine features. Oh no! We have to make some assumptions to make something mass marketable. I think I can probably predict where this article goes, frankly. Oh wait, lost audio. Hold on. I'm still here. Can you guys still hear me? Catfishing technology has advanced so far. Here, I'll type about it. Can you guys still hear me? Problematic. ASMR with devil loosen your stool. Okay, you can still hear me. That's great. All right. Okay, good. Then there's the transgender community. There's always the fucking transgender community. Okay, find anything and some tranny somewhere will be like, nope, not allowed. Did developers even stop to think about how a gender change app could potentially affect the mental health of a trans person or someone considering transitioning? Actually, it might. There's a possibility it might be good for them. Like, if they could see the possibilities, like... You've seen those before in after pictures of, like, people who successfully transitioned, right? Where they look like a regular guy and they turn into, like, an actual decent-looking woman. And it's like, holy shit, I can see the same face in there. But, like, very clearly, you've done a good job at transitioning. You know, props. I assume that, like, something like this can probably show the end result and maybe motivate them to do it. Like, it's not... This is almost like trans appropriation is their argument or something, which is just stupid because, like, if you can't appropriate features from the other gender, how are you supposed to transition in the first place? I don't fucking know. God damn it. Are we really comfortable with the fact that men are posing as women on social media? Well, you're about 25 years too late to that fucking... Dude, people were doing this in the early 90s, all right? That's just... Oh my god. If men really want to find out what online dating is like for women, they could try something a little less creepy. Like having a conversation or monitoring and checking their own behavior on Tinder. Yeah, see, do you guys recall, maybe 10 years ago, there was that special, I forget what news organization it was, but a white person dressed as a black person and like got like really convincing makeup. And there was also another one where like a woman dressed as a man and got really convincing makeup to look completely like a man and completely like a black person, just to walk in their shoes and kind of see how they got treated. And they were like, after they finished the experiment, they were like, wow, I didn't know that this is how the other side saw things or got treated. Like, I just didn't understand it. And they were like really just like, oh dude, I like, holy shit. If this is the attitude that we have, if it's creepy to do that, then you don't get to walk in somebody else's shoes. You don't get to understand. Like, the social justice position has always been like, try to understand what like somebody else's life and how they feel and like how racism affects black people and how sexism affects women. But if you can't actually do that, what are men supposed to do? Just fucking die? I mean, maybe. Okay, let's see here. PSA Stitch is going to stream in a few hours. You should join him. Do you think deepfake is going to force people to listen to the argument instead of look for who to say it? Because you can't distinguish. I mean, maybe, Humor. Thank you for the $10. I don't know PSA Stitch that well. I don't know if you'd have me on. He's a good guy, though. I like him, but... Rachel Dolezal. No, I didn't mean Rachel Dolezal. I saw the skinny woman made up to be overweight, and the black guy started swarming her. No, there was a woman. No, it was a guy who dressed as a black guy, and he like went around some kind of Southern American town where there was like not many black people there, and like they weren't like actively racist towards him or anything, but like a couple people spat behind him. A couple people like one guy started like snorting his nose as if he smelled something terrible as soon as he walked in the door. It's like stuff like that, and it's like, okay, there's probably something there. But I mean, if you can't actually walk in someone else's shoes, you can't understand. So I don't think these SJWs actually want you to understand. They just want you to shut up and go away, frankly. Let's see what's here. Artists. Okay, Gateway Pundit, first of all, is not like it's not a neutral source, but it's still fun to read sometimes. Artists explain why they put white men in MAGA hats on leashes and walked them on Donald Trump's star in Hollywood. Oh. Oh my god. Hey, Bull Moose, missed the beginning. I didn't use a sippy cup. I'm sorry. I forgot the sippy cup, dude. Bull Moose sent me a weekly sip branded sippy cup. I forgot it. I'm sorry. I use my Donkey Kong mug. I apologize. Leftist activists put Make America Great Again hats on some severely self-loathing white men and paraded them through Hollywood on leashes. Is this it? Okay, let's wait for this to load up here. We'll watch it. I'll check out the audio to make sure you guys don't have blown out eardrums again. Okay, so my first thought was furries. It's like a bunch of furries playing, dude. But then I was like, okay, these really have to be some self-hating white guys, aren't they? And they say the ones who voted for Trump are crazy. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's rough. Oh my god. That'll show Trump, dude. Oh, Crimson Steel. Man, okay. Crimson Steel. I haven't gotten back to playing Trails in the Sky in like 2 months. I kind of want to. Trails in the Sky is one of those games. Like I'm saying this because your name is from the series and your avatar's from the series. Trails in the Sky is one of those games where it's like, it's a great game, but I can't play it for long. Its battle system and like the way that the cutscenes kind of work is it's like a bit too 1990s for me sometimes. And I guess maybe like Twitter has destroyed my ability to hold thoughts for too long, as you can probably tell. But like, I don't know. It's a good game, but I need to get back to it. I haven't played it in like 2 months, and I really want to get back to it. I just keep forgetting about it, man. Anyway, let's keep going here. Oh my god, is this the picture? It's a bunch of like women and black people holding these white guys on leashes. This could be some kind of fetish thing. Just straight up. Oh god damn it, you got him rambling. Sorry. Is this really any worse than the Pope kissing Muslim feet? Well, the Pope kisses like everyone's feet. It's like a humility thing in the religion, so. Alright. Over 24 men and women of color and members of the LGBT community placed leashes and custom-made dog collars on white men in red MAGA hats. What if these guys, like, are not straight? Like, you can't tell. I'm a pretty pasty white guy myself, but I mean, I like traps. Look at this. Look at what the fuck is this? The group says that their performance was based on Cardi B's recent Twitter battle with Tomi Lahren, in which the crass rapper told the right-wing pundit, "Leave me alone or I'll dog walk you." Thanks for the $2, Hobo Frodo. So cringe, I have no choice but to kill myself. R.I.P. Rippin' pepperoni. I'm white. I sure hope nobody puts a leash on me. Are you looking for a mommy, Big Dro? Oh my god. Yeah, for this, look at this creepy motherfucker down here. This is definitely a fetish. He's like, oh, I got some gender ambiguous she twink with dyed hair. This is gonna be awesome. Maybe I'll get fucked tonight. Look at that fucking face. Jesus. They're all wearing knee pads. They're all wearing fucking knee pads. Oh, yep. Pet the white man. Pet the white man. Holy fuck. This picture, dude. Can you imagine the reverse? A bunch of white people with like a black person on a leash, and they're like, pet the black guy. Just give him a pet. He likes it when you scratch behind his ears. Holy shit, dude. Wait, there's a Vimeo video here. Here, I'm gonna see if this works. Hold on. I'll turn it off if it gets too explicit, but let's take a look. Okay. Often those most responsible for educating the prejudice, the very subject of their prejudice. Although they have the regular right to anger, they understand that only a calm but firm and pathetic hand can clear the path forward. That being said, sometimes it's still necessary to toss a bigot on a leash and dog walk their ass until they're better trained. Stay disciplined.
Trump supporters wearing mega hats are walked like dogs down Hollywood Boulevard. The left calls it art. I call it completely inappropriate and shameful. This whole dog walking thing was inspired by their anointed one, rapper and former stripper Cardi B, and her Twitter threat to dog walk me. Well, in honor of that threat, a group of so-called artists created an exhibition in the streets of Hollywood last weekend.
Hatebreed is the name? What the fuck? I'm turning that down. This is... Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna stop that unless I get fucking like, oh god, I don't want to get YouTube banned for copyright. Is there anything in? Nah, just okay. Fuck this. Fuck this story. We're moving on. Okay. Disney denied Dad's request to put Spider-Man in the 4-year-old son's grave. Wait, it started again. Why? I paused it. Don't. I'm just gonna close the window. Okay. Fuck you. This is Dio from your Twitch stream, and what is its degeneracy? Oh, thank you very much for the $5, Sideshow Man. That's yeah, you're Dio212 over on my Twitch stream, right? It's good to see you, dude. Okay, so here we go. Disney denies Dad's request to put Spider-Man on 4-year-old son's grave. Now, this is an older story, July 6th. I kind of remember it though. I wasn't doing Weekly Sip back then, so you can talk about it a little bit. I mean, I kind of get it, right? Like, you don't want your intellectual property being used in that way, and like, who knows? Like, it'll be there for at least a couple hundred years. So like, who knows, right? But anyway, damn auto-playing websites, yeah. So yeah, for everyone using Save Spider-Man from Sony must have forgotten that Disney, when they had ownership over Spider-Man, did this because that money means more to them than anything. That's why they own a quarter of productions in the world. Yeah, like, I don't understand people taking sides between Disney and Marvel. It's like they're both shitty megacorps. Or sorry, it's Disney and Sony. They're both really shit megacorporations. Like, who cares? Are you actually going to go for like the megacorp that's ruining everything and just sucking money right out of your wallet, directly out of your asshole? You're gonna go to bat for them on Twitter? Like, are you retarded? I mean, same thing. Yeah, I know it's old news, the brick on a string, but I didn't cover it back then, so I'm just kind of like quickly going over it now. Like, other story. People accusing Stan Lee's daughter for elder abuse is strange considering Stan Lee said he wasn't abusing him, and then Stan Lee's manager got arrested for elder abuse. Not his daughter, but sure. She abused her own father because you want Spider-Man in the MCU. Get a grip. Yeah, Marvel fans, Disney fans, and to a lesser extent, Sony fans, they're all retarded. They're all retarded. Like, what? Why? There are bigger things to like be like, oh, this is why this is happening. I think this is like this kind of thing, like get a grip. It's a consequence of frankly living on Twitter. You think that this shit's important. You think that it really matters whether or not Spider-Man is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a universe that, by the way, that should have ended like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, because man, Endgame wasn't good. What megacorp is your favorite? Oh, look, it's Weyland Yutani. It's the Umbrella Corporation. Just Rickety Split. Just take those logos, slap a rainbow-colored flag on it, and it's completely fine. All right? That's all you got to do. Almost as dumb as Nintendo fans. Yes, I know I'm a huge Nintendo fan, but at the very least, Nintendo has actually taken a strong anti-censorship stance. So I am a happy Nintencuck. All right? Let's keep going here. Sexologist who uses vagina juice as perfume says it is a delicious secret. Maybe I'm the only one who feels this way. But vagina juice isn't that delicious. Maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe. But there are other reasons that I think people like vaginas, not because of how juicy they are. Oh, okay, let's look at this. Struggling to attract a mate? Have you considered a new look? Maybe you should learn Spanish. Perhaps you should try rubbing vaginal juice on your wrist or neck. Holy fuck. What? Hold on, we got a super chat here. Let's see it. How many teeth would you pull out if for every tooth your strength doubled and durability doubled exponentially from the previous amount? Dentures are a no-go. Thank you for the $5, William Icebane. I don't know. I might do it if I like worked out a bunch so I could at least have a pretty good starting strength. Haha, guys, go read Mark Ripto's Starting Strength. It's a meme book. But anyway, maybe if I could like I'd beef myself up and then I'd do it a couple times. Then I just put the teeth back in later or something. We got another $5. Thank you very much, Panty Gremlin. Panty, I don't want to get into it on the continue to kink shame the libs, but you're like a hentai drawer. Anyway, Panty, I don't want to get into it too much, but like I appreciate your support, but I also understand your real life situation. Take care of yourself, okay? And giving money to me is not important. I really appreciate it, like especially coming from you because I know what's going on. But like, don't feel like you have to, okay? Thanks for the $2, Matapass. Devo, you blow Nintendo. Got off your high horse. John, $2. Smells like fish, tastes like sunshine. For another $5 from Humor, thank you very much. I'm happy with Nintendo because they refuse to be political. Entertainment is supposed to be for fun, not a vehicle for activism. Yeah. One of Canada's news outlets actually gave an interview with Reggie Fils-Aimé from Nintendo of America and said, do you care about politics when you make video games? And he said, no, making a political statement is for the people to do. We're here to make fun games. And it's like, good, that's how it should be. Like, it doesn't mean that games can't have in-universe politics, like Fire Emblem has in-universe politics, but don't make a political statement in real life, in my opinion. Unless you're prepared, prepared for it. Even then, like, most people aren't. I don't know why people say pussy smells like fish. No, sometimes it does. It depends. Okay, here we go. The sexologist Shan Budram claims that people have flocked to her when she has worn the bodily fragrance. To be fair, she's like a decent-looking woman, so maybe they just flock to her for that, you know? Shan Budram says wearing her vaginal juices as perfume makes her feel like a goddess. What is it with, like, women and worshipping their vaginas recently, dude? We've seen, like, the how to make bread out of your vaginal yeast. We've seen that shit. And now we have this. Like, what the hell, man? I might need to do a video. I might need to do a video where it's like, okay, we're gonna go over all the ways in which SJW women worship their own vaginas and see kind of where that goes. The author spilt the beans in her new book, The Game of Desire, which she discusses an experiment she ran with 4 of her clients to see if copulins, a chemical secreted by the vagina, made the clients more attracted to people when worn as a perfume. In order to test the theory, women went to a bar and connected with strangers before gathering at the toilets halfway through the night, for as we all know, the toilet is where you go for a freshen up in the middle of your night out. I instructed them to wash their hands, get in a stall, and then move their finger on their vaginal opening. The goal was to get a sample from the Bartholin's glands, which are the size of a pea but play a large role in vaginal lubrication. Alright. From there, the women were told to apply a good amount of wetness on their pulse points, around their collarbone and neck, with one of the women complaining that she felt sticky. Jesus. Somewhat disappointingly and unsurprisingly, the women didn't report having any remarkable success with men post-wetness application. One of the women said a man leaned in a bit close, but this could have just been because it was noisy. Wait, while the experiment was inconclusive, it wasn't inconclusive, it didn't work. It didn't fucking work. Dude, you put pussy juice on and it didn't work. Like fuck me. What? You should be allowed to post links. I mean, I think it's YouTube that stops you, not me. Yeah, this is what the fuck, dude. While I'm not sure how effective this experiment is, I am certain that every single time I employ it, it makes me feel like an enchanted goddess with a delicious secret. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't really know what to say other than what the fuck. Aside from the fact that it doesn't work, your experiment didn't play out. If you want Dragon Fat, if you want to attract me, cover your necks in your own cum. That'll do it. Yeah, wasn't this actually a joke? Wasn't this a joke in like a movie in the 90s where a guy had like cum in his hair gel? Like this is not serious. This is stupidity. Okay, let's move on. Here we go. Wisdom teeth removal is contributing to the opioid crisis. Oh shit. Don't autoplay this video, please. Please. Or at least autoplay it so I can pause it and scroll away. Fine, whatever. Every year, about 5... Nope, there it is, you fuck. Every year, about 5 million Americans, most of whom are adolescents and young adults, have their wisdom teeth removed. Many of them are prescribed opioids for the pain. Now, I've had some pretty terrible surgeries. I don't know if they really rack up there with wisdom teeth removal, but I've had some pretty painful surgeries. I've never had to use opioids. I've used T3s for a couple days, and then I've just stopped and used like regular medication. I still have like a whole bunch of T3s, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know about the whole prescribing opioids thing. All right. The American Dental Association said that after updating its guidelines and advertising against prescribing opioids, dentists wrote almost 500,000 fewer prescriptions. That's good. Some families are living with the consequences of the prescriptions. In 2017, 22-year-old Sage needed to have her wisdom teeth removed. When the dentist prescribed opioids to help manage her pain, Early said he gave no warning, no nothing but the risks. In fact, he said, I think they gave her a 5-day supply. If you need more, just let me know. Just give a call. All right. Sage quickly became dependent and got several refills before moving on to something else almost immediately. She started using heroin. Holy fuck, dude. Just 15 months after having her wisdom teeth removed, Sage overdosed and died in an airport bathroom on her way to a 4th round of rehab. Jesus! A T3 is a Tylenol 3. It's just like an extra strength Tylenol that's like it's like you have to get it from pharmacists. Dental care such as wisdom teeth extraction is the first opioid exposure. You know what I also think it is, guys? I don't think it's just that. I think it's like we have a culture, and it's a very well-meaning culture of finish your prescriptions, right? So, for example, when it's not painkillers, but it's antibiotics, they always say finish your prescriptions because you can like take you can take your antibiotics, go halfway through the prescription, feel better, and like I don't need to take this anymore, and stop taking it, and then it flares back up, and now it's resistant to the antibiotics. So the idea is that you have to finish your prescription so that you can actually kill it fully and not just not just like beef it up basically by not actually finishing the job. So we definitely have this idea in our culture that that you should finish your prescription, which makes sense. But then, like, I think, like, for example, like I had some minor painkillers after one of my surgeries, and my old boss at my old workplace was like, make sure you finish that prescription, and I'm like, but it's not antibiotics, I don't need to. But like people just think, oh, if you're given 30 days of a pill, take all 30 days, even if you don't need it, even if it's not antibiotics. I think it's like a lot of it might be just like a lack of education on the difference between antibiotics and other things, or antivirals and other things. Yeah. And yeah, like I know that T3 has like a minor amount of this stuff, but I mean, like seriously, I took T3s. I didn't get addicted. You don't see me like. Do you guys think I'm like running off after the stream to like just overdose on T3s every day or something? We have 3 generations of people who refuse to live in the real world and deal with it. Yeah, exactly, man. Sorry to hear that, Kenneth. Did Kenneth say something? I'm going to scroll up in the chat room. What did Kenneth say? Back when I was pulled my teeth, I couldn't eat solids for a few days. It constantly felt like someone was stabbing me in the mouth and throat. Yeah, that's brutal, man. But I mean, I don't want to downplay that pain, dude, but it's better than being addicted to fucking heroin, isn't it? Take all 3 days worth at once. Butters, fuck you. That's not me. Anyway. Yeah, this is... The research found that simply filling an opioid prescription after wisdom tooth surgery more than doubled the odds of continued use among patients who had never taken those drugs before. That's wild, man. Like, I know that the United States is just being destroyed by opiates right now. It's okay. Just give them laudanum. That'll figure it out. Okay, let's keep going here. Hey, if anyone in there like has a drug problem, get help. All right, like I'm behind you 100%. Get help. You can even message me. I might not reply in a month for another month, but I'll talk to you about it if you like. Here's something that I thought was really funny, because I watched a movie about this, like a shitty asylum movie about this. Melting ice could release ancient viruses hidden in glaciers. As global warming thaws the permafrost, bacteria that have been frozen for millennia may come back to life. So there is straight up a movie made by The Asylum. If you don't know who The Asylum is, The Asylum's a purveyor of really shit movies. They make like Sharknado and shit like that. So The Asylum made a movie. And it was like this research station in the Canadian Arctic that had found an ancient virus, like a zombie virus, in the ice, and it like started fucking with people, and like the station ended up being destroyed over the course of the movie. And like by the end of the movie, everyone like the survivors get away and like the base is destroyed and it's fine. But then like they're like the virus are like these little worms that kind of come out of the ground. But like we see like the next summer, the permafrost starts to thaw, and like an army of these worms just comes out of the ground, and it's like the entire world's just fucked, dude. I had to start taking chemo after watching your videos. Thanks, Butters. Let's keep going here. Oh yeah, snakes in a train. That's one of them. Snakes in a train. In 1999, Russian scientists famously dug a long dead frozen woolly mammoth out of the Siberian permafrost. Other things lurking in the frozen earth may be more alive and more dangerous. Scientists warn that global warming could release ancient bacteria, viruses, and fungi from frozen lakes. If this happens, humans could become exposed to viruses and diseases they have not encountered in thousands of years. Damn, dude. Season 1 X-Files episode called Ice is about this, really? It's crazy, man. It happened just last year in a remote part of Siberia in the Arctic. As the BBC reports, an exceptionally warm summer in 2016 thawed a layer of permafrost, revealing the carcass of a reindeer infected with anthrax from 75 years ago. Oh, damn, dude. A 12-year-old boy died from the infection, as did 2,300 reindeer. Jesus. Permafrost is a very good preserver of microbes and viruses because it's cold, there is no oxygen, and it's dark. Damn, dude. It was about 15 years ago, or like 20 years ago, there was an experiment done where they got like sterile water. They got sterile water, and they put in the various elements that make up cells. And then they froze the water. And they came back to it a few years later, and there was like a red like growth inside of the cracks between the ice. And they hypothesized that this is how life was formed on Earth. That in the ice, the cracks in ice has like a little bit of liquid water, and that extreme tiny space allows eventually, over many, many iterations of movement, for those various things, those various components of life to randomly come together and create a cell, and then it grows. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's kind of like this. There are human corpses in Alaska infected with Spanish flu, stuck in the permafrost. As the planet warms up, they'll be defrosted. Yeah. It is probably just more fear-mongering over climate change. Like I said on Sargon Stream recently that climate change has been pretty good for Canada, all things considered. I actually have a summer. Okay, let's move on. Oh yeah, this happened. This guy was convicted, the Charlottesville driver, eh? Fields pled guilty to 29 of 30 federal hate crime charges in March. Yeah, James Alex Fields, driver in deadly car attack at Charlottesville rally, sentenced to life in prison. I did not actually keep up with this guy's story past the initial Charlottesville event. Did he actually mean to ram the crowd, or was he just like spooked and startled? I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Frozen ligma. Okay, let's see what we got here. Pleaded guilty to 29 of 30 hate crime charges in March in a plea deal to avoid the death penalty for murdering civil rights activist Heather Heyer and injuring more than 30 others when he intentionally mowed them down on a side street with his car. Intentionally mowed them down. See, that was always the point of controversy. He didn't intend to do it. Like the gas pedal was stuck or something. Gasps could be heard Friday among a packed courtroom audience, which included Hayer's mother, when prosecutors told that judge that a classmate of Fields testified during a high school trip to a German concentration camp. Fields had remarked, "This is where the magic happened." Jesus Christ. Wow. You are a child, Dev? Yeah, pretty much. And yet, I'm definitely a child. The guy at Charlottesville, it was deliberate. He didn't. He was mentally ill. I see. The girl who died was fat and dying of heat stroke, and her heart stopped. It was deliberate. The chat seems to be like all over on this one. Yeah, the chat seems to be all over on this one. I don't know. I don't. She don't die of a heart attack. See, I don't know. I'm not weighing in on this because I really don't know. I don't have the information. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see the article. Let's see the article. Top Keck. Okay. This happened back in June. I've been gone for a while. She wanted Fields to spend the rest of her life in prison. Also hopes he can heal someday and help others heal. Fields appeared stoic, stared straight ahead, and didn't look at any of the people who spoke. He apologized for the judge handing down a sentence. Rosia Parker said she was standing a few feet away from here when the 32-year-old paralegal was struck. She looked right at Fields and told him he could have done anything else but what you did. So yeah, you deserve everything that you get. Damn, dude. Jesus. I've always felt that, like, people sometimes rile themselves up. Like the whole "this is where the magic happens" thing. People rile themselves up. And then when they finally do something obscene and then they see the reaction, like the actual fallout of what they've done, they end up being stoic like he was in court because he's like, yeah, I fucked up real bad. I probably should have not spent 10 years like hyping myself up into this. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know enough about the story. And this article is obviously biased. It's not going to tell me anything. Hobo. Hare didn't die of a heart attack. White supremacists put the false narrative out on purpose. Fair enough. Fair enough, Hobo. Thanks for the $5. I brought the story up, Ben Sweetster, because I thought this article would help me, and it didn't. Like, I'm looking at these for the first time with you guys. Let's keep going. We maxed out today at 420 viewers. Fuck yeah, 420. Video shows far-right extremist setting himself on fire while firebombing UK synagogue. This guy has to be an idiot. Let's watch this. Let's fucking watch this. Hehehe. Look at this idiot. Just pour some gasoline into the synagogue window. No problem, right? It's going to be okay. 1488. I'm sure that's what he's thinking right now. Alright, let's see what he does. Finally, justice for the white race. Wow. You're a fucking moron. Jesus. His head's on fire? Whoa, dude. .420 blaze it. You're so dumb. Holy shit. Police in the UK have released footage of an alleged far-right extremist who became engulfed in flames as he attempted to set fire to a historic synagogue last year. The CCTV video shows a man identified as Tristan Morgan, 52, smashing a window with a hammer before pouring liquid from a green gas can into a synagogue in the city of Exeter, located in southern Ireland, in July 2018. After dropping what appears to be a lit piece of paper into the window, video shows flames shooting back into Morgan's face. As Morgan attempts to leave the scene, flames and smoke are coming from his hair. Wow. Wow, dude. Okay. As a guilty pleasure, I sometimes like to watch it's a subreddit called What Could Go Wrong. And it's usually got stuff like this, okay? It's usually got like a guy with fire, like a flaming gas can, and he's like, "Oh shit, dude! Oh shit, what do I do?" And he like runs around. He's like, "Oh!" And he like spills the fire all over the place. There was one where like it was firefighters who were gonna like show a crowd how to like deal with a flaming gas can, and so he picks it up and like he accidentally lights himself on fire, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And he like throws the gas can around, and like it just lights the crowd on fire, and I'm just like, wow, dude, how do you fuck it up this badly? That's wild. Apparently people are saying this guy was Muslim, eh? Tristan Morgan. Let's look him up. Doesn't look Muslim. Everyone's saying he's like a white supremacist. He's a folk singer. he had apparently something called the White Resistance Manual. I don't think this guy was a Muslim, guys. I think this guy was probably like a... Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think he's Muslim, guys. I don't think he's Muslim. Let's see. Is there anything else here that's interesting? He's a far-right folk singer. He makes songs exhorting others to violence against the Jewish community. Jesus. Damn, dude. All right. Let's move on. Oh, yeah, there's this. Okay. This startled me a bit when I first saw it. I think it just startled you, too. Woman gets severely burned from essential oils. So you want to... Let's say you want to start a Facebook business. You want to sell some essential oils. You know, swindle some people on the internet. Okay. Maybe don't burn yourself with them. Oh, boy. What does a Muslim look like, Devo? Yeah, thanks. I'm out of pass for the $2. Read her horrifying story. This is from 2017, but still. Although essential oils are becoming increasingly popular, they can pose certain risks when they come into contact with heat and skin. 24-year-old Emily Smith recently discovered this when she used a popular essential oil diffuser and was unfortunately sprayed with vapor, which resulted in severe burns on her face. What the fuck? Very essential. Those were non-essential oils, to be sure. Much as I feel self-conscious about sharing my photos and my story, I know it's the right thing to do. If reading this post prevents one person from experiencing the pain that I have, then my accident won't have been in vain. Do you know the potential danger of diffusing essential oils? The potential danger of the essential oils, guys. All those Facebook moms selling you oils, they're actually terrorists. They're plants, guys. They're coming after us. Wait. Emily was relaxing at home with her fiancé and turned on her fireplace along with the essential oil diffuser. She then went over to the diffuser and held it down for a number of seconds to turn it off. While turning the diffuser off, some vapor accidentally sprayed her face. A few hours later, Emily went to add logs to her fireplace and immediately started to feel her face burning. She was unsure of why her face was hurting and didn't realize there was any connection between the diffuser and the flames. It's oil, dude! Holy fuck! She described her condition to the operator, and she was assured that she didn't need to come in to get treatment and that using cold water, aloe vera, and Vaseline would suffice. Oh, it's like Naomi's aloe vera Vaseline over here that was on my desk. That's wild, dude. Damn. Yeah, maybe just go to the hospital. Maybe not take that idea. Listen to the operator. Shit. You guys should do? Go to one of those Facebook moms. I'm sure we all know one. Buy some herbal treatments and then put it in your food. I'm sure it'll work out. Herbs, right? It's just herbs. All right, guys. Give me. That's the end of the news roundup of all the links that I have stuffed away in that text file. I will bring it back to just the picture. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna take a piss. We'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I don't know if that was even 2 minutes. I can piss pretty quick, you know. So, let me get the chat room up. Here we are. Hello, everyone. So I think this is how I will do the weekly sip from now on. Is I'll do like, you're in for a surprise. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I think this is how I'll do it. I will stream, like I'll basically like get my morning coffee and I'll stream every Sunday morning. I'll just grab like whatever links I have. The thing with my SJ Weekly folder, I'll change. It's called the SJW Nonsense folder. Is that some of it has older things in it, right? It's not necessarily a new. It's not necessarily all new news. For example, the next thing on there, like there's something from Sarah Jong on here. There's an Alabama pro-life mayor on here for next week. So basically, as I add stories to it from like the news of the week that I'm not going to do a full video on, it will eventually become like a mixture of old and new news. Wait, I'm in It's a Gundam's video. Who's It's a Gundam, dude? I've never even heard of him. There's no way you heard me piss. I muted the mic. My evening coffee. I didn't wash my hands. I didn't have to. I'm a master of the no hands piss. I just like, you know what I do? I just stand up, and I just don't even touch my dick, and I pee, and it directly goes into the toilet because I know how to aim. Hey, Whiskey Grenade. I haven't seen you in years, man. What's going on? So anyway, that's my plan for Weekly Sip going forward, is I'm going to stream it. You're usually working Sundays, so I probably won't be able to catch you live. Oh. That sucks, he is. Well, Yiz, you drop by my Twitch stream sometimes anyway, so, I mean, I'll see you eventually. It's a Gundam is great, really. Maybe I'll look him up. Hold on. It's a Gundam! I assume that's like the reason. It's a Gundam YouTube channel. Here it is. Come on, internet. Speed up. What's he got going? Which video was it that he talked about me in? I'll watch it after the stream. I'm not going to watch it now. What other YouTubers do I recommend beyond Sargon? Yeah, there's the Sargon crowd, right? There's Rags, and there's Uzlu, and there's Mauler, and there's V, and there's Arch. There's all the friends, right? There are oh, cool, Whiskey Grenade. Good to see you, man. There are like another group of YouTubers that I can recommend. For example, I really like Gameface Max. They do some pretty good Let's Plays. They're friends of mine out in Halifax, and they are definitely unappreciated. I like Madry Bread. He's a friend of mine down in Southern Ontario. Does really good Let's Plays. Very unappreciated. He streams a lot, too. In fact, we often... Yeah, this is live, Canada Dump. We often stream at the same time, actually. And we actually don't get to catch each other's streams. What else? What else? Like, who else can I recommend to you? Oh, On the Shelf Gaming. Like, there are some game channels that I do follow that have like no subs, and they're actually pretty funny. He used part of my Pro Jared video. There, you know what? I'll suggest that you watch Pro Jared. I'm actually gonna compile if and when I hit 100,000 subs, I'm gonna compile a list of like channels that I think you guys should follow. Oh, there's also my gaming channel, Game Boomers. You can follow that. I think that's a pretty good channel. The hosts in that are pretty funny. But yeah, I'm going to compile a list of channels that I actually watch that have, like, no viewers in comparison, or should have, like, 1 million subs, in my opinion. And I'll kind of make a list there and do that. I do like Middle Jesus Rocks, actually. I've been to Halifax. I've been coast to coast in Canada, man. I've been to Vancouver. I've been to St. John's. I've been all over the place. I just haven't been to Canada's north. But yeah. How do you guys like this? Do you guys like me doing the weekly sip as a stream? I mean, I maxed out at 420 people today, so I think that it's probably at least somewhat popular. I don't mind doing it once a week. I think it's a good idea. You offer the VA to get your legs looked at. What's wrong with your legs, man? Not when Naomi screeches. Ha ha ha. I don't know. The Game Boomers host kind of sucks at Sonic Heroes. Hey, Crizzle, fuck you. You're right. Dave is very funny. The other host, the fat one, is very lame. Thanks, Morality. I'm not gonna... Dude, I lived in Toronto for like a year and a half. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Fuck that. I hate that place. You know what? I'll move to I'll move to Ottawa at some point, but I'm not gonna go to Toronto anymore. I hate that place, dude. Hey, Curry Neko. How's it going? Oh yeah, I don't like... Here's the thing, Chris Nemo. The main reason that I upload all my Twitch streams to YouTube, even though literally no one watches them, is because I don't like the idea of streams disappearing. I don't like the idea of that. I like the idea of like when you have a YouTuber and they do content, it shouldn't disappear. You know, I don't like that. Some YouTubers like JonTron or Euraptor or whoever, they don't have like a complete canon of their work because they don't archive their streams. So I upload everything. Everyone likes the stream format except for Butters. And Butters, you're actually somebody that I actually trust your opinion because you're quite honest, even though I don't necessarily agree with you all the time. I think it hurts the format and kind of goes against the spirit and idea you had when I started the series. Why do you think that, Butters? Fellow Leaf, fuck Toronto. Yeah, dude. There's a blind girl, a YouTuber from Ottawa. Never heard of that. Poutine's good. I eat too much of it, that's why I'm fat. Back up your stuff to BitChute. Yeah, I've got a BitChute account, yeah. Boobs or butts? Faces, in my opinion. Hey, Ashers. How's it going, man? Ashers was the guy that helped Dave find the camera when he lost it. He found the SFO camera when he brought it to an event, and then he lost it. And Ashers was like, oh, we gotta go find it, dude. You have rambled a lot, but you kind of stick to the news once you start. Well, Berto Elkon, if you're not here for my rambling, what are you here for? I am definitely a rambler. Doug Long, you hear about the Funimation leaks? Yes, but I'm not going to talk about them right now. I have a plan for them. Use the entire stream to deepfake me. I don't care. To echo Butter's sentiments, you are kind of copying Sargon's approach to weekly news covering. Well, to be fair, like, is it really that, like, think about it this way. If you're just going to talk about news, there's only so many ways you can do that. And it's like, are you going to say that, like, all newscasters copied the first newscaster and they shouldn't have done that and they're all sellouts or something? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that, man. YouTube chat has, like, 200 characters. I can't tell you my full thoughts right now. Well, send it to me on Discord, man. We don't deserve to be read. I read you all the time. I don't mind. He's a rambler, a gambler, a brambler. You're fat because you eat too often, not too much. Yeah, probably, honestly. Covering weekly news is not a Sargon-specific thing. I agree with that, actually. I'm Sargon's spiritual successor, maybe. I actually asked Sargon about it. Hey, Caladress. What's up, man? Talk about news while skydiving. Talk about everything before you hit the ground. Okay, so a Discord isn't linked in the description of all my videos. So, the thing about Sargon, I asked him about it. He said that the main reason he did not the weekly sip, Jesus. He did This Week in Stupid is because he found that he was undisciplined in making videos. And he had to give himself a weekly schedule to at least do one video a week, and that got him kind of on... That kept him on the wagon of making videos. You know, fair enough. So that's what he decided to do. And actually, I'm going to dispute you right now, Morality. I did not do the weekly sip as a successor to Sargon's former weekly videos. I did the weekly sip because I asked Sargon how he managed to do videos consistently, and he said he learned the discipline by making a weekly news video. And then he stopped doing it because he didn't need to anymore. He had built up enough discipline after a few years to actually make videos in a timely manner and not give up. So he stopped doing it. And I was like, that's actually a good idea. So I started doing the weekly sip because I wanted to learn that same discipline. And then it just so happened that like a month later, he stopped doing it. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Why do I want to live in Ottawa? The Discord's pure cancer. Yes, it is. I want to live in Ottawa because I don't want to live here anymore, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere. And Ottawa's not. Hey, Neon Reagan. There's a dude I see all the time. How's it going, man? But yeah, I guess I'll repeat the sentiment that I started at the beginning of the episode. One of the main reasons I'm going to be doing this a little bit more often. Butters, learn to multitask, faggot. So, one of the main reasons I'm going to be doing like probably a weekly sip live every week and trying to do more videos is because my editing rig is dying. It's just, it's just dying, and I frankly I need the funds to get a new computer because it's about 8 years old and it's falling apart. So. That's the long and short of it, is that if I don't have an editing rig, I can't do videos anymore. And there's some new CPUs coming out in about 3 weeks. I might get one of those. So I was animating during this entire stream. What 4chan board do I use? V mostly. I gotta say. Cock and ball torture? I'm not doing cock and ball torture for a goddamn new computer. Yeah, I'll do a Ryzen build. I'll do like a Ryzen 3950 when it comes out later this month. But frankly, because I kind of slacked on YouTube for the past month, I have less YouTube revenue than normal, so I have to basically do stuff like this. Which I'm happy to do it. And like even if I didn't need the money, I would have done the weekly sip live eventually, because I think it's a good idea. But the fact that my editing computer is like on its last legs means that I kind of have to make some money in the short term. So, Sinistar Aries, I kind of disagree with that. I think like a quality editing rig needs like a CPU with a decent number of cores and a fair amount of memory. You don't need a good graphics card necessarily. Yes, I am getting a Ryzen. Dude, okay. No, Morale, listen here. I have been an AMD guy since I was in high school, all right? And I've always been sad. That like up until, say, this year, Intel's been destroying AMD in the CPU department. Okay, Mental Gear, I said what was happening with the computer at the start of the stream, but I can say it again. I don't mind. So, basically, this computer is about 8 years old. It was maybe a $500 box 8 years ago. I've gotten some upgrades for it. For example, I got 16 more gigs of RAM because I needed more RAM to edit. And actually, I found a graphics card. I found an R7 360 graphics card on the road, and it worked perfectly, so I just stuffed it in my computer, and it was far better than the graphics card that I had. So I was like, well, that's something. I just got lucky, man, finding a bunch of computer parts on the road one day. So I have this computer, and the problem with it is that, well, about 2 years ago, it started not turning on when I turned it on. I turned it on, and the power supply would rev up, but like I wouldn't get a signal on the monitor. The keyboard lights wouldn't light up. Nothing would light up. It would just turn on, but then just idle and wouldn't do anything. So I was like, okay. But then I just reset it. I would reset. No, I'm not joking. Seriously. I recorded a video. You'll see it on the dev kit in the next month or so of all the parts that I found on the side of the road. There was an office just getting rid of computers. And I just stole them all on it. And I got like a bunch of cases out of it and stuff. It's cool. Thanks, $2. Thanks for $2. Ken at the dump. Buy a computer. I'll do my best. So, yeah, on the road, on the side of the road, in front of an office that was getting rid of them. I found like 3 towers with a bunch of working motherboards. I found 2 graphics cards. I found a wireless card. But anyway, it just on the ground, on the sidewalk, on the side of the road. So anyway, basically this computer, for about 1/4 of the time, it wouldn't turn on, just out of nowhere. It would turn on, but it wouldn't do anything. It would just rev up and then be on, but nothing would come out of it. So I just reset it, and then I get the computer back. Then what ended up happening was that just kept going more and more. Now it happens about half the time, and now I've had some other problems. You know, I've had some other problems happen to it, where like certain thing, like the install of the OS is getting more and more unstable. But the problem with that is even when I reinstall it and wipe the computer, it's still kind of unstable. So I think it's a hard drive failing issue, because things aren't, like, the hard drive isn't really accessing things anymore. It might not necessarily be I don't know necessarily the problem, but it sounds like it's falling apart just in general. I remember when like 1 gig of RAM was amazing, dude. That was high school for me. Sinistar Aries. Dave got a computer donated to him by White Lane from the Discord. And it's supposed to be an editing computer. That's why he got it. But he hasn't been using it. And, like, I can't go on it because he put a password on it. and what am I going to do? Just, like, take... like, I can just steal the computer out of his room and use it, but then he doesn't have a computer because his computer is completely dead. Like, his old computer is gone. It's dead. It's the end. It's over. Download more RAM. I could download more RAM. I'll figure it out. But anyway... My plan is that I basically need a new computer, so I'm going to be saving money for that. I understand, Yiz. Have a good day, man. Enjoy. Run memtest. Here's the thing, OMG. I've actually run memtest multiple times. It gives me no problems. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what could it possibly be? But it doesn't. Like, in fact, I don't know if I even trust memtest, because I have another computer where I'm like 99% sure that a memory stick is failing on it. I have like a gaming rig that's also getting old, and that one has a failing memory stick because it always blue screens. It blue screens like once a day, and it always gives me memory related errors. But then I ran memtest on that; it gave me no error. You know, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll watch the video. Meet the Galaxy. Thank you very much. Get rid of Windows 10. Yeah, but like Windows 8 sucks, so I gotta use Windows 7. That's like 10 years old now. And actually, when I was doing streams on Sargon's channel, like for Crusaders, I was always using Windows 7, and everyone was laughing about it. Stream about politics on the Game Boomers Twitch? No, I don't want my Game Boomers to be fucking destroyed. It's caps, probably in the power supply. It's possible, yeah. Like capacitors? Yeah, maybe. Can we get a shout out to Robo Puzzle Smash for Nintendo Switch on Kickstarter? What is Robo Puzzle Smash? Let me look it up. Robo Puzzle Smash. Let's see what we got. An intensely addictive competitive puzzle game. I guess they want it on the Switch. It's already on the Switch. It's coming soon, but it's already confirmed to be on it, so what do they need a Kickstarter for? Oh, it's like half fighting game, half puzzler. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll play that on Game Boomers. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, you can't use Windows 7 on newer hardware. In fact, for a while, I was running a Hackintosh, all right? And it turns out that a lot of my hardware is getting too old for the version of Mac OS that I need. So... Happy birthday, Warren. Your 18th is in 4 days. Damn, dude, go get drunk. Actually, I wouldn't recommend that at all. Yeah, see, Mental Gear, I've reinstalled Windows on the machine multiple times. It still gives me memory failures. So, like, when is the community stream today? The community stream today will be in about 7 to 8 hours. MMOs do you play? I don't play MMOs anymore. I don't have time. However, I am going to be playing probably in the next week or two, depending on if my computer fucking cooperates. I'm going to play World of Warcraft Classic, guys. World of Warcraft Classic. And we're going to have like an SFO guild It's going to be on Mancrick, Horde side. Let's see. Used to be a modder. I never made actual mods, but I did mod ROMs. So, for example, when I was like in high school under a completely different username, I did a lot of Secret of Mana modding, and I was kind of big in the Secret of Mana modding community back then. I'm hearing a low-pitched sound in the background. Is that your hard drive clicking away? That is my computer. Yes. Yes, of course it's going to be Horde. If you play Alliance in Vanilla WoW, you're a cuck. Any games worth playing? What, on the Switch? There's a lot of games, man. World of QCraft. How can you have problems running WoW? That shit runs on toasters. The honest truth is, I'm kind of afraid to game on this computer, even with the new graphics card, because I've had so many problems with it. I should probably just bite the bullet. Like, I've only been playing pixely games. Like, I play Stardew Valley. I'll play Risk of Rain. I'll play FTL, stuff like that. You know. But I've always been like, I don't want to game on this computer too much. I don't want to like destroy it. Hey, Sakachi, how's it going? You can hear that hard drive, eh? You're dead to me. Try a full custom water cooling setup. Go back to potatoes to get your fucking power. Oh, that's an old meme and I love it. Enter the Gungeon's good, but I just never got into it. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Orbital Puzzle Smash isn't fully funded for the Switch. You can buy them. I'm just shit talking now. I have found the hidden sector. Yes, I love FTL, man. I'm just kind of shit talking about video games now. Maybe I should go and try to do some work. Because I have I'm gonna aim for Tuesday. Okay, I saw the mineral oil video. I'm not doing that. I got it. I get it. Meet the Galaxy. I think what I might do is I might aim for Tuesday for a Zoe Quinn video. I wanted to aim for tomorrow, but I'm not gonna have time between this and between the community stream tonight. So I actually didn't mind Sargon's Alex Jones video or interview. It was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. I think it was all like surface level stuff. It wasn't crazy. Hyperlight Drifter. That's another fun time. I actually have a Hyperlight Drifter plushie because I'm one of those nerds. Yes, leave, please. I want to go on my Sunday morning. No, I'm not going to Twitch stream today. Here, I will leave you with this. I'll plug this here, guys. My Twitch stream that I stream on nearly every night, probably about 6 nights a week, is twitch.tv/GameBoomers. If you can't make the streams, that's okay, because I upload all the streams in 1-hour segments to youtube.com/GameBoomer. I will play basically any game on my Game Boomers gaming channel. I'll do like we've done Vanilla Warcraft. I'll probably do more Vanilla Warcraft once we have the SFO guild set up. Last night I streamed Mario Sunshine. I dressed up as Mario and Naomi dressed up as Princess Peach because it's kind of fun to do that kind of thing. We are doing also Iconoclasts, all right, which is yeah, sure, Meet the Galaxy. We're playing right now. The games that we're playing are Iconoclasts, Sonic Heroes on the GameCube, which we're almost like one session away from completing. We just beat Shenmue 2. We're playing Nier Automata, which is a great game. It's a phenomenal game, by the way. Nier Automata. What else are we playing on Game Boomers right now? Oh, the original Borderlands. I'm playing with viewers. three Borderlands viewers. They're playing with us in like a team of 4. And when we start Borderlands 2, I'm going to use the everyone can play mod so that we can have infinite number of people playing Borderlands 2 with us. Shit, what else have we played recently? God damn it, viewers, help me out. People who watch Game Boomers. I keep forgetting. God damn it. My memory's actually going. I'll just look it up. I have it right here. Okay, so currently we're playing Warcraft Classic. We're playing Mario Sunshine, Sonic Heroes. We just beat Rogue Legacy. We just beat Shenmue 2, Nier Automata, Iconoclasts, Donkey Kong 64. We're playing a lot. Borderlands. Also, occasionally, we'll play, like, when the new Life is Strange episode comes out, we'll play that, because that just sucks and it's hilarious. Sometimes we'll play some Smash. Sometimes we'll play some Mario Maker. We'll do, like, community nights where we play those games. Smash Ultimate. Whiskey Grenade, this is my full-time thing. I now make enough, just barely, to do YouTube full-time. Thank you very much, Millhit. Yeah. I'll do more community Mario Maker in the future. I just want to like collect some levels and get better at it. Yeah, DK64, I love that game. And Octopath, yes. I also play Octopath once in a while. So here's what I'll say, guys. If you want to see me play video games, it's nearly every night around 7 p.m. EST, twitch.tv/GameBoomers. And, I'll talk about supporting the channel as well because that's kind of interesting. $5 through any source you like. You choose your source. $5 through YouTube memberships. $5 a month rather. $5 a month through YouTube memberships. $5 a month through Twitch Prime. You can even use the Twitch Prime, a Twitch Prime sub, like the free sub from Amazon Prime. But $5 a month through Twitch subs. $5 a month through Subscribestar, or $5 a month through Patreon. You choose your method of payment, but $5 a month gets you into the $5 club in Discord. And that allows you to basically be first when we're doing community streams to play games with me. You can join the monthly community night and watch a movie with me every month. And you get access to basically other things. Oh yes, you also get access to upcoming servers and things. So for example, when we play on Warcraft, you get access to that. When you play, actually no, that'll just be open because it's a guild, isn't it? So yeah, whatever. But we're gonna have like a Minecraft server because people keep asking me for a goddamn Minecraft server in 2019. So when I hit 100,000 subs, I'll make a Minecraft server. And if you have $5, if you donate to the $5 club, you can be part of the Minecraft server. Any other video game servers that I do, I'm probably gonna put them in the $5 club as well. So how it works is $5 a month on any platform of your choice gets you in for 1 month. $100 direct donation gives you a lifetime access to the $5 club. To the $5 club. So if you think you're going to be around for more than a couple years, because $5 a month to $100 is what, 20 months. If you think you're going to be around for a couple years, $100 will just get you in there. $100 will get you in there for the rest of your life. God damn it. Hurry it up with Minecraft. Yeah, I should, eh? There's nothing more to say about DLive in my opinion, Meet the Galaxy. Ethereum address for next weekly SIP. I choose to avoid money. Fair enough, Third Wave. I don't know a single goddamn thing about crypto, though, so I gotta figure it out first. That's half my monthly paycheck, damn you. I mean, if your monthly, first of all, if you mean monthly paycheck for the fact that it's $5, like a $10 paycheck, I'm sorry. But if it's like, if your monthly paycheck is $200, but I mean, that makes sense, but it's a one-time payment. Like, if you pay $100 lump sum, you are in the $5 club for the rest of your life. So basically you can just be part of everything without having to pay $5 a month. If you think you're going to be a long-term fan of me and like enjoy all my projects, Game Boomers, DevKit, and this, then that's the way to go. Anyway, view count's kind of dropping because I guess I'm just rambling about bullshit now and just talking about like channel stuff and not talking about me, like not talking about the news. So it's probably time to go. What I'm going to do is I will set up for tonight's stream. Hop in the Discord if you're part of the $5 club, and we'll watch the movie tonight, probably around 7 o'clock EST. And that's what we will do, I think. Let me just figure out how to stop streaming. Okay, I've got it. So anyway, if you are going to give $100 and a yat, best time to do it is to like do it through PayPal, paypal.me/shortfightotaku, and then message me on Discord and confirm that like the real life name I see on PayPal is actually you. Okay, so yeah, come on back tomorrow. Tonight, guys, for the community night, and then come back tomorrow for probably some bullshit video that I'll put out. But I'm working on a Zoe Quinn video for Tuesday. All right, and I'll be doing this every week. Thank you very much to everyone who supports me. Thank you very much to everyone who super chatted me. Thank you very much to everyone who donates to me through any other venue. I really appreciate it. I kind of need the money now more than I have in a long time. Like my computers are starting to die. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I will see you on Discord, guys, maybe in an hour or so. And I'll see you tonight on this channel for the community night. I'm getting out of here. Thank you very much. I love you.